All right, what is going on, everybody? We're back with another Madden stream, Madden 25 Franchise Friday. Make sure you hit that like, share, subscribe, notification bell. Without further ado, get it. Man, what's going on, man? Whodat Cowboys, I mean Cowgirls. The Cowgirl, yo, what's up, NDG Live? What's going on? Shout out to you, bro. What up, brothers? Let's get it. Yeah, I was gonna play another game, but I was like, man, let me get back into some Madden, man. I was gonna play Call of Duty. I was like, let me get back into Madden. What's going on, NDG, bro? Happy Friday to y'all. It's been pretty good, pretty good. Oh, I already got it. I already got that Madden, man. Shoot. I already pre-ordered, man. All I gotta do is get college football 26, and that's that. Wrap. Yeah, I didn't already pre-order, bro. Yeah, that was easy. The Katie lady not commentary for the next game. They got a whole new broadcast lady, so broadcast commentary. So yeah, that was an easy pre-order. I'm installing this so fast. I'm installing this so fast. Hey, NDG, I played Warzone the other day, yesterday. I played solos casual. They were straight. Rock with it. As long as they keep the casual. These you know, with the bots and stuff.
Winners of 3 of their last 4.
But other than that, I'm just waiting for Madden and college football. Black Ops 7 probably gonna be horrible.
Just across the 30. Nice work on the return. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by a guy who has a couple years under his belt in the NFL, their 3rd-year quarterback.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
Yeah, y'all got the music in the background, so you know, so chill with some music while we play.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Oh yeah, for sure. NDG. I just gotta, you know, get my feel back for Call of Duty again. It just it's coming close, but but yeah, for sure.
Look there at his numbers on the ground.
Definitely.
A week ago, 2 trips to the end zone and well past 100 yards.
And going back and watching the film, we saw every kind of run from him, didn't we? We saw some power, we saw finesse,
blocking,
we
let's
saw
go.
speed, and what I love the most, he finished each and every run.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. He's able to
I definitely let you know, bro.
On that one. It's a first down.
As always, no rooting interest here, but that was pretty, wasn't it, to see him break through.
I see a lot of people still playing Rebirth.
I think the O-line, they might like and take more satisfaction out of those runs than anybody else, though, right?
Without a doubt, because they're the ones that often have created it.
And he's going to have the hook up here with Harry. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical it would be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Back to throw. Heller. Middle, and it's complete. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far
Hey, appreciate that, bro.
Still looking at a 2nd down here.
Appreciate that share. Shout out to you, NDG Love, man.
Now it's got them thinking opening drive touchdown.
Thank you for sharing, bro. Shout out to you, brother.
And in most cases, with your tight end, you feel like you got a mismatch no matter who's covering it. Is it a small cornerback? Is it a linebacker who may not run as well? In any event, whatever you see, you think that tight end can win that battle.
And the Saints are going to have a 1st and goal as he's able to take this inside the 10 to the 8. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, then they put that ball in the end zone real soon.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Heller. Touchdown.
Let's go.
A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Saints are on the board first here on the road in Tampa. Well, the underdog here is showing no fear. Great opening drive.
Now, we weren't in the locker room for the pregame speech.
Trying to sweep the Buccaneers, folks.
Somewhere along the way, the head coach said, let's just grab a big stick and smack them with it and let them know we're going to be here today. They may be the team that's supposed to be superior, but we're not backing down.
Guys, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Well, now how about this return? And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. And they will be led out by a man in his sophomore campaign as the quarterback.
And this is a game for grit, determination, and somehow finding a way not to panic. What a horrible start for them. I mean, they haven't won a game yet. So now, as a
Damn, they
quarterback,
0-4.
you're not just talking to your team. You've got to demonstrate to them what they need to do to win. He's got to be the leader by how he plays.
Throwing to start the drive. Parson, a short throw pulled in by Woods. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be second down. Back to throw. Parson. The throw is intercepted. Now inside the 25. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line.
Eric Bell,
it's just his
folks.
second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Ford is in. Touchdown, New Orleans. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On
Just
the
like in
road,
the dome, nothing
going to someone
changed.
else's
14 to
house
nothing.
and establish a start like that. Obviously, your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
No going for two. They'll kick the point after.
I would go for 2, bro.
And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second
Yo,
drive.
Hair, what's up, bro? How you been, man?
First drive, they threw the
Shout out to
interception
you, Hair.
that led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute?
Got that like on the way
and try to
in.
get back in this game?
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Looking to throw. Parson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. And they'll send the slot in motion left. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And that'll be caught by Tony. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Yeah, thanks, bro. Yeah, just something different to have, while we play, like, have some music in the background, chill music in the background.
NFL on EA Sports.
Mix it up a little bit, something different. Shout out to you.
Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 1 coming up. They'll look to throw again.
Got him.
He's taken down here by the
Hey,
Saints.
appreciate that share. Shout out to you. Much love to you.
This is a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd
get back into this game, the offense is certainly moving in the wrong direction.
Much love to you, bro.
This is certainly a case where one team needs big splash plays right now, but unfortunately,
Everybody connect with everybody. Oh, God, man.
7-yard line, the catch is made. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Much better. Much love to you, bro.
White. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. Given 3 on the gain there, second and goal.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
Again, this is White. And this time he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Late groupie now for the extra point.
This time they won't be shut out, folks, like the first
And
game.
that one makes it 14-7. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it was Rashad White who
2 minutes to go in a 4 minute. No, yeah, second quarter, 4 minutes to go.
Off it goes. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable.
Nice blocking.
And really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals.
And shout out to Sis watching. Make sure that like on the way in. Let's get it.
Off the play fake. Heller sliding out of the pocket. That would complete downfield to Thomas. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A very solid gain of 27.
Sometimes it's design, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he's able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
The handoff to Ford up the middle. And he'll take this down to the 33. The Saints are 3-1 here through their first 4 games. And they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3.
How you doing this summer here?
And I thought that they played pretty well last week.
Hopefully trying to stay cool from this heat, summer heat. If it's hot where you at.
Here's 2nd and 8. Thomas has got it, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
This is Ford. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Off play action. Heller. He'll find Harry on the right side. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get him. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs.
Damn.
All 3 of those passes.
Yeah, I heard that.
Putting him in the red zone.
Yeah, it's pretty hot.
Play action right here, because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot in the end zone.
They run with Ford. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline
Here
and
we
talk
go
over
for it.
what to do next. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. Operating from the gun. Heller, he throws and he gets the slam out to Thomas. And the Saints are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
What an excellent end result for them. But let's go back to the decision, first of all, to go for it all on 4th down. A lot of pressure on the quarterback's shoulders, but they knew he could handle it. Makes the right read there, gets the ball to his receiver. They get the 1st down. It's now 1st and goal.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try and run for it with Ford.
Oh, thank God.
Takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Jerome Ford as the first half is winding down. And the Saints will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Well, he's been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Extra point attempt to come here. It's good, and it is now 21-7. A 10-play drive that time, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Parson. And a quick throw here that's complete. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. A final shot before break. Parson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. So we have
Going to halftime, folks. 21-7.
Game. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in just a bit. But first, let's get everybody caught up with what's going on around the NFL here in Week 5. We'll begin up at US Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. And as you see, they were winners back on Thursday night. J.J. McCarthy leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. From there, we head down to Tennessee to check on the Titans at home in Nashville. And you can see there, it's the visiting Colts who have the lead in that one. 2 touchdown passes there for Anthony Richardson. Lastly, let's motor up to the Motor City. See what's happening with the Lions at home at Ford Field. As you can see the score there in the 2nd quarter. Jamison Williams, a touchdown reception. The highlights are fairly one-sided to this point. It's a 2-touchdown.
Yeah, that's the coach, man. Yeah, that's the coach from WWE. He was in ESPN first, then he went to WWE, and then he went back to ESPN.
Everyone back in for quarter number 3. So this a 2-possession ball game as we get back underway, set for the 3rd quarter.
That's why he's the coach, man.
And That's a pretty good return here. As he'll get this up to the
But yeah, that's Jonathan Coachman from WWE.
They'll have it first to start.
Yeah, people know him from WWE, but anybody would know him from ESPN
At least in terms of
before he went to WWE in the 90s.
So far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Yeah, he making money.
To run again here with White. And this won't be enough to pick
All
up
that
the
matters.
first.
He making money. He making more than us.
Well, they still have time to get them established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll take this to the other side of
But that's
midfield.
WWE doing that.
Defense was expecting run.
WWE going to ESPN.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of
People trying to get sports analysts and stuff like that. Even back then during Jim Ross days. WWE trying to be like sports so bad. That's why they got people like Coach and other people
First and 10 at the 46.
within their storylines.
They'll send a tight end in motion right.
See, people don't know that Coach was from
First down.
Sports Center
Short throw pulled in by
originally. He wasn't WWE first.
And it'll be second down.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to
You
pick
can look
up
it
a
up.
solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. Looking to throw. Parson. Firing quickly here. And that's
4th and 1.
complete.
There we go.
And he is stopped just
Ah,
short
they
of
gonna go for
3rd
it.
down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. They create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job here of limiting that and keeping them from a
Like Pat, yeah, exactly, just like Pat McAfee.
They're able to
Exactly.
keep the drive alive 7
Like the
yards
same
this
route.
time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one.
running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to
Like
find some
literally
room
the
there.
same
He's
route.
hoping that that's a
Pat McAfee
precursor
doing the
of a
same
big
thing
second
Jonathan
half.
Coach did, or he got Jonathan Coach doing.
Now a quick throw there, but it's
If
gonna
they
be
really be chilling in the sports era, I think WWE be trying to pay him a lot of money to come over here to get people to start watching their product.
now as we roll along in the third quarter from Tampa.
They really be chilling in the sports business and the podcast business.
Slot man moves right.
I don't think they be going to WWE wanting to do that.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down.
Ah.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal, because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. And his kick is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11.
Oh, that's where Groupie at. Groupie in Tampa. Wow.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker.
That's why I couldn't find him.
Partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So here are the Saints to take over. They were victorious a week ago over Philadelphia. They lead here as well as they start out 1st and 10.
Almost a pick. Almost.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Again, they turn to Ford. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offside.
Thank you, thank you.
Easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
On the ground, it's Ford. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 78 yards for him on the ground now as he's been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're
Dude, they
playing
can't
this
stop
game
it.
now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. 3 quarters in the
Yeah,
books.
that's what I got it on. I got it on repeat.
Return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Tampa. It's the Saints. They'll be looking to expand their lead here. They've got the football as we start the 4th. This is 2nd and 8. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And Thomas has it. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 more yards there. This methodical drive continues. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
They'll run on 1st down. Ford. And a short gain here down to the 22. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Over the middle, it's Thomas. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and take a good like turtle at this point. You just go ahead and play.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Heller, quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown.
Sean Thomas.
A great play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Saints are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Well, I've heard you use the term put-away drive, and that right there seemed like the definition of a put-away drive.
Yeah,
Definitely a put-away drive.
Doesn't it? Because up 2 scores already, just wanted to possess the football, keep converting and picking up first downs, and if the drive ends in 3 points, that's terrific. If it ends in a
Yo,
touchdown,
Black Dragon, what up, man?
fantastic.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And you hate to see this for them, but they're looking at yet another loss to begin this season. Things really going from bad to worse as they trail here starting this drive 1st and 10 in the 4th quarter. Throwing to start the drive. Carson throwing left side. It's complete. And he's brought down.
The coffee. I got that right here.
First down. He'll drop to throw it.
I already got my cup.
Here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Parson. Forced out to his left. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Steps away to his left. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Back to throw. Parson. Flushed out right. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. And he's
Damn, bro.
caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Nice drive by Parson.
Great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bucs have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. The point after, good by grouping. And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just 70 seconds left to go in the game. They'll keep it on the ground. It's 4th, and he will have a Saints 1st down. It has been a struggle, but it's looking like that'll be the one to seal a victory for him. Now a handoff up the middle. 4. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
And when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
And the Saints are going to have a 1st and goal forthcoming as he takes this down to about the 5-yard line. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be giving a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their end.
Give me some. Give me some.
Bayou country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
And this win now going to look a little more lopsided on the scoreboard, CD. Now, some may have run out the clock in that scenario, but they wanted to put their foot on the gas, get one more touchdown, and they did just that.
Well, partner, I would say the traditionalists not overly excited about that score. They'd like to see the game played a little bit.
The sweep of the Buccaneers. I mean the Yuccaneers.
Their execution of that
Thanks
play,
with the
because
Tampa Bay
it
Buccaneers,
played out
folks.
Exactly as it was drawn up. It almost would have been a shame not to finish with such a well-run play.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaughan. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Tampa.
Yo, Vonta, what's going on, Vonta? How you doing, Vonta Blacks? What's going on? Shout out to you, fam. Good to see you. Good to see you. Happy Friday to you, Vada. Yeah, we just chilling on some football.
It's week 6 of the NFL, and this one features Jerome Ford, your standard at running back this season, pacing the league in rushing. It's the
Dak
same
Prescott
delay,
in St. Louis.
and it's
I mean,
coming
I still keep. That's another thing too. I keep saying St. Louis.
Thank you, Trey
Los
Mosley,
Angeles.
for the introduction.
Los Angeles
We are
Rams.
indeed excited to welcome you to another edition of the NFL.
Hope you having a good Friday, YouTube. YouTube, Vada.
So good to have you with us. Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen, excited for this one. Partner, what are we looking at here as this game gets rolling?
You know, I think this game is quite interesting in the fact that I feel like before every week's matchup, we sit up here and we talk about.
Yeah, hit that like on the way in.
And obviously, that is the
Yeah, I got the
direction
music playing there, Brett, on the background. And chill
This
music, you know.
matchup Here today specifically, I think both these offenses want to flip that on its head. They want to control the clock, time management, ball control. Don't be afraid to punt the ball away and play defense. It's a little bit of an old school philosophy, but you have to do whatever it takes to win each matchup. And I think both of those formulas of these two teams are very similar.
Now an opening past the 30. And he'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line.
Yes, man, Vonta, a hot summer too.
Ready to go to work on
Hot
offense
summer.
for the first time. And taking the snaps, a quarterback now in his 3rd year in the league.
A lot of things jump off the tape when you watch last week, Mike, but it was really just the overall
Yeah, I
execution
know,
of the
right?
game plan that stuck out the most.
Shit, it beats
While
me.
they
I
met
don't
them
know.
in the end zone a handful of times, he protected the ball, and he routinely exploited the weaknesses that they found during the week on film. He's going to be looking to do the same thing over these next 4 quarters. If he's successful, he'll have a shot to leave here with another win.
There you get a look at his numbers on the ground a week ago as a part of their victory. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Now, faking the give. The 2nd down throw is incomplete.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. Even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds. This exact situation here, Mike, tends to get a lot of conversation around the league. I think I'm going for it. I think here around midfield, you got to maintain possession, see if you can end this drive with some points. I think you got to stay aggressive, keep your offense on the field. I love this call, Mike. You're basically asking yourself, can your offense beat this defense? And they know exactly what play is coming. And I'll tell you the answer, it's an emphatic yes. They run the quarterback sneak right up the gut, and they turn 4th down into a 1st.
Here's a 2nd and 6. They'll look to throw. That's taken in by Thomas. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9. They give it It's 4. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Little short pass here. Caught by his tight end.
Really well done here by the defense by executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump. They were able to stop that play really before it got started.
What a call on this opening drive. They're going to go for it on 4th down. That's taken in, and he is going to have the Saints first down as they wind up getting 13 on 4th down.
Bro, another one of my receivers hurt, bro.
Stoppage here for an injured player. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. With 4. And he'll move this ahead for about 4 yards. Dax Hill up in the secondary to end the play. Here's 2nd and 6.
And the goddamn Walshes come out too. Oh, you goddamn summer Walshes with that bullshit.
They'll run once more with 4. They managed to get 2, maybe 3 on that carry. Jordan Davis, the man in the middle, brings it to an end. A lengthy opening drive. Now comes to this. It is 3rd down. Catchman right side by Thomas. And
Let's freaking go.
have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Well, this is how you dream up the opening script. You get the ball first, and you want to go down and set the tone for the rest of the game. Well, looks like the coaches did a great job when they built that script during the week. That big-time throw, they got a shot now with 1st and goal.
Hey, Bear, we back, bro. No, you missed towards the end of the last stream. I don't know if you saw it. I put a beat down on your Eagles, man.
Again, it'll be 4.
Let's go.
A 2nd effort, and he is in. Jerome Ford. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Give me some.
Touchdown,
Give me some.
number
Give me some.
9 for the year. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Everybody connect with everybody. Oh, you at work? Oh, I thought you was off today.
Offensively, to be able to sustain
Thought you was
that
off,
many
Beard.
plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Yeah, off today,
The
Friday.
extra point is good. And the Saints will take a 7-0 lead.
Yeah, I thought about college football. I was like, man, let me get back into Madden again. I feel like doing some Madden franchise again.
The kickoff team is out on the field.
Thought about college football.
As the kicks away. He fields it at the 8. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Rams offense taking the field.
Only off on the weekends or
They
there?
are led out by their quarterback,
Shit, Friday's considered a weekend.
There's really no way around it, Mike. I mean, let's just call it what it is. This has been a disastrous start to their season thus far. I mean, they desperately need to get a win and change some of the energy in that building, because I can assure you, I've been there before. As these losses stack up, every day becomes more and more of a drag. And then all of a sudden you get that one big win and the spirits of the building just change overnight. They need that. Can today be that spark? Because if not, they're in for a long season. So you come back out here after
Monday through Friday. Yeah.
Score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts.
Oh my God, what a juke!
With you being able to get some points of growth.
What a juke!
Taken down, and that's going to do it. That's the last play of the first quarter.
Whoop.
So they'll talk over what to do on the. They'll look to pick this up, 3rd and a yard. They'll try to run for it with Williams. And that'll keep the drive going. He's got the first down. Up past the 40-yard line.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the first down.
It's a pickup of 12. Good for a Rams first down.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground, will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Back to throw is Prescott. He tosses over the middle. This one is caught. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. From the shotgun, it's Dak. Inside the 10, it is caught. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
Oh, get out of here! Get out of here, Prescott not doing all that. All right, we coming now. We coming now. That's you didn't piss coordinator, defensive coordinator, sit your ass down, warrior off. You pissed them off now. We coming now. And you're gonna be doing all that.
Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come over with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
That was a whack beard. He ain't doing that in real. He was doing that in his younger days. He ain't doing that now in real life.
Coming from the 7. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Saints offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. He's run well here in the first half of the season, as you see there.
I should have cut back inside.
Coming into this weekend.
Well, they try to get the run game
At least get one of these.
this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
And he's going to have to eat this.
Your defense really that damn good like that?
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive
Fucking
loss
way, bro.
on top. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses down. Not only do you lose that down, now
Let's go. Let's go.
That's just one of those drives that was out of whack from the start, Mike. They just couldn't get anything going on the early downs, and they'll most likely punt the ball away and hope their defense can do the same thing. Get
you think, man? I think we're gonna punt the ball away.
All tied
Crazy.
at 7. Greg and I return to
Crazy,
SoFi
man.
Stadium after a short break. The punter remains on the sideline. They're going to line up and go for it on 4th down. Right
Let's
back to
go,
Thomas.
Thomas, with the first down.
And this is going to work
Woo.
out. They get
The
first
extra
down.
effort.
It was 4th and 4, a little
Thomas
risk,
gets game ball.
but it pays
Yeah.
off. A run straight ahead. That's Ford. And not much
Bring on the
there.
weekend.
He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Hell yeah.
Try again. It's 2nd and 10. Now they'll set up to throw. Man, it's Thomas. He's going to be a little short of the first down there. He's up to the 45-yard line.
That time be hurt,
Don't
bro.
need much. It is 3rd and inches. He'll try and run for the first down. It's 4.
I think everybody in the stadium saw that run coming, Mike, but good luck stopping it. I mean, all he really had to do was just fall forward, and it would be enough to pick up the first down.
He'll go back to Ford on first down. And he is out of bounds all the way down.
You asked that already, here.
They get 21 on that one. First down, New Orleans.
It's definitely nice to have one of those bruising, punishing backs to kind of help wear down the defense. But I'll tell you what, you can give me a flat-out electric runner like this guy any day of the week. He can turn on those jets, get in that high gear, and he is gone.
Come on, baby. Pass interference. Let's go. First down.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but they're going to mark him inside the 10-yard line.
What?
You only get a 1-yard buffer.
You're
from
being
the line of
robbed
scrimmage.
again.
His own lineman, that time he strayed a little too far, and it draws the flag. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end. Saints going to use their 2nd timeout. Clock says 25 seconds till halftime. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. He'll get that into the hands of Tyreek Hill. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
Yeah, Beard. Yeah, Beard the Raven. It wasn't Beard though. It was Cleaner Beats, I think, was the Raider fan.
This drive has been
Fair.
methodical, but will they turn it into 6 points? It is 1st and goal. Back to throw. This one caught at the 4. And they'll get this down.
Oh
to
my
the
God,
3, but
bro.
No further. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Don't let it be at the end of the game.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. More from you and Greg
Take it
in
away,
a moment.
Coach.
But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here. What's already been an eventful afternoon of football. We'll start our tour out in the city of
Hey,
Ames.
Beard, tell Hair that Jonathan Coachman used to be at ESPN before he was at WWE.
A touchdown reception.
The coach.
Let's stay in the AFC West as we check on the Broncos at home in Denver.
A lot of us old heads would know.
They trail in that ball game.
He used to do Sports Center. Yeah, then he went to WWF or WWE. Then he went back to
Let's get
Sports
right
Center.
to the center of the U.S. map and check in on the Chiefs at home in Kansas City. And they were victorious.
Vontae. It's all good, Vontae.
Patrick Mahomes, strong in the victory as his guys run their record to 6-1 on the campaign. We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point.
Yeah.
This has the feeling of a game that
People
could go right
people
back.
only know that Coach was WWE first and then ESPN. So when they hear Coach in halftime, they're like, "Ain't he was at WWE?" And I said, "No, he was at Sports Center first. Then he went to WWE."
Mike Rico and Greg Olson.
All right, Coach.
And they be WWE just be getting sports people to get people to watch their product.
Could not ask for more from that first half. All for 3. Here comes a return from the 5. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. The Rams offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter.
Actually, might cut the music
Trying
off.
to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive. First and 10.
Let's lock in, Chad. Let's lock in. Yeah, she, Vonda living on the other side of the world. She don't live in the U.S.
Second down.
and it's different over
3.
there. So
On play action. Here's
Bumbo!
and he's lost the football. One of his teammates there to take
Chris
it back
Berman
in.
voice, fumble.
Sometimes these games in the
Big
NFL,
break.
Mike, they get decided by simply how the ball bounces. I mean, how often do we see a quarterback in the pocket get strip sack, and that ball ends up going the other direction? Fortunately for them, they can regroup, get back in the huddle, and live another day. Ball falls into the hands of his own guy, and we'll see if they can dodge this
Big
bullet.
break.
I think there's one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a fourth down decision to make.
The Saints offense. And
Yeah,
they're
Pear
running
live in
getting
Germany.
ready to go
I
back to
think
work.
Blood.
Check out the
No,
NFL
Blood,
leaders in rushing
California.
touchdowns coming into this weekend, and you
I
see
thought you was in
he's currently
Canada or something.
second in that category.
I got somebody in Canada. I don't know who.
The drive starts with a carry.
Oh, nice cut.
Room up the sideline to the 20. 18 yards. What a great way to start the drive. It's a first down.
You didn't know the coach was
This is one of those cases where having
ESPN
high-end speed
blood?
in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
Gets it away quickly, and it's caught.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
He'll drop to throw. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And he is out of bounds.
You telling
on
people
the
that,
other
right?
side of midfield. Take a look at his receiving numbers. So he has been terrific. Over 100 yards in this one. Set to go now. On
You're a real
first
wrestling
and
fan
10.
and a real sports fan. You know a lot of stuff. You should already know a lot of stuff.
Now a handoff to Ford.
Already.
We'll get this down to the 44, but that's about it. They'll come up on a second down and 8. Off play action. He'll set up to throw.
Oh no. Bro, I don't know what it is. They be holding my receiver, bro, and I don't get no pass interference call, nothing.
Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an
I be seeing my guy get held
You're gonna try to
for
pick
just
this
like
up
dear
on
life.
3rd and 8. He'll look to throw. There's that man again. Another catch.
NFL, CPL, yeah, CFL, and college, and not college, Canada.
Catches in the game. On the handoff, Ford. And that one not going to net too much. He'll get this down to the 31. Second down and 8. This pass is caught by Thomas. That's catch 3 just on this drop. And it gets his team a first down. Here's Ford heading left.
And he just continues to chew off more and more yardage with every single carry. And you can see here with the numbers, Mike, for as strong as he was in the first half, it almost looks like he's gotten even stronger now here in the second.
Again, it's Ford. A second effort, and he is in.
Another touchdown, folks. It's on 4.
Saints. His second TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead.
That just feels like a big drive, doesn't it, Mike? Here in the second half, you got a tied ball game. Now you're able to get out in front. Let's see how this other team responds, having to play from behind.
We got a ton of time, Greg, but a little momentum feel. Come out of the locker room, take the lead. Now it's up to the other team to climb uphill. So great way, perfect way to get this second half started. This taken in at the 8-yard line. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Rams offense ready to get back to work. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for 1st and 10. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line. We have an injured player for the Rams on the field. Dak going to throw it here on 1st down. Caught by Nakua on the out route.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. So, 3 quarters now in the books. We'll return with more after this. First and 10. A shotgun snap for Prescott.
We're trying to hold on to that lead, Bonnie.
And they'll take this down inside.
Trying to hold on.
On 1st and 10, Prescott.
That was a pick. That was a pick.
What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving.
That was a pick.
Second down.
Shit, it almost was right there, blood. That was a pick right there. You're gonna get that back.
Here's a handoff to Williams. He'll manage only about 3.
I pre-ordered 2. Like I was telling the chat, I pre-ordered Madden 26, so we'll definitely be playing Madden 26 whenever it comes out. Can't wait, folks. As well as college football 26.
Pistol now for Prescott.
Got him.
In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
That ass down, Prescott.
That's a prototypical coverage sack. All 11 guys on the field doing their job. Starts with sound back-end coverage. Nowhere to go quick with the ball. The quarterback has no chance but to extend the play.
That's stop.
Something late developing downfield. That was all
There you go, Blood Dragoon. That's stop right there.
Bring him down for a sack. I think he was trying to bend that one in, Mike. He wanted to look like
Stop
you
right
off
there,
the old
baby.
T-box, right to left draw.
Talking to you.
Instead, he just kind of hung it out
Sit
there.
your ass down,
He ends up
defense.
missing it wide
Coach
right.
Warrior.
He'll open his drive on the ground with 4. Love to start any drive like
Just
that.
run the
18
milk the
on
clock
first
all the
play.
way down to the
And a
end
first
zone.
down.
101 yards,
And his
2
fine
touchdowns.
afternoon on the ground continues. The last run going to put him up over 100 yards for this one.
4-1 New Orleans Saints, folks.
Up the middle, here's 4. And a strong
Same
first
old
down
sorry
run.
ass Rams.
Of 9, setting up 2nd and short.
Oh and 5 Rams, about to be 0-6, trying to make them 0-6, folks.
On the ground,
Whoa,
this is
whoa.
4.
We speaking too
And he's
soon.
fighting to try to get back to the
Take
line
care
of
of business.
scrimmage, but
We
will not
speaking
do
too
it.
soon.
This is going to be a loss of a yard.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains,
There you
are
go.
they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on
There you
3rd
go.
down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
Play it safe, keep running the
That's
clock.
a dozen. catch number 12 and a first down.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative, just handoff right and handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
Quick throw here is complete.
You're right about that.
He'll take
And
this
it's
one
thinking
down to the 8-yard line.
Sorry, Nate.
2 minutes remain in the fourth quarter.
I keep wanting to say St. Louis,
For the
Los
conclusion
Angeles Rams,
in a moment.
Las Vegas Rams, or whatever bullshit.
This crowd into it now as we get to third down.
Are they really into it? Oh no.
They'll drop to throw. Some determined running, but they're going to stop him short of the goal line.
Should we go for it, chat? Let's get the points.
So now out comes the field goal unit in this pressure spot. This
Get
to
points.
make it a 2-possession
Get the
lead.
points.
His kick is
Anything can happen with these Rams. I don't like it.
and that could be big.
Dak Prescott is annoying.
Score advantage.
2 minutes on the clock. Minute and 55 seconds to go. Fourth quarter, folks. 17-7.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away.
In Los Angeles.
The return starts from the 5. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Oh, very good
4-1
field
Saints.
position to start as the
0-5
return is past
Rams.
the 40.
Prescott. I see why they
Here
0-5.
come the Rams as their offense trots back
go
onto
here.
the field. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Getting started with 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Here's Dak.
Got him.
Oh, in trouble. Down he goes.
Oh, you hurt.
An injured player down
Prescott
there,
is hurt,
and
folks.
That's the man they can't afford to lose. It is indeed Dak Prescott.
You might as well call it
That is
a year.
worrisome development here late in the game.
Warrior came with that nickel 2 trap.
Now on 2nd and long. Out of the gun, it's Ritter. To the right side here, pass is caught. That will make 3rd down a little more manageable. Good yardage gained on that one. That is
Punt the ball.
incomplete. Here we go.
Oh, they gonna go for it.
That's
Hell
what
no.
could be their final play. It's 4th down.
They gonna go for it, chat. We covering it.
They'll try to throw for it with Ritter.
Picked.
This
Let's
is
go.
intercepted. And the Saints are
Shut the
gonna take
door.
possession here at their
There's
own
your ball
33.
game. There's your answer, Blood Dragoon.
Now after the interception, we have an
Oh,
injured
man, come on,
player
bro.
to look at. That is a worrisome development here late in the game.
There's your answer, Blood
Break the
Dragoons.
huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Oh.
Here's 4.
Ooh.
Not much
You almost
materializes
broke
there.
that, baby.
They'll get this to the 35.
You almost broke it.
On 2nd down, it's 4. This will be a Saints 1st down. Good running. Gets him to about the 44.
Yeah, you doubted me, Blood Dragon? Really? But your Blood seen other games, so you, especially that Bears games, were teams that came back on me. I threw crazy ass
Now,
picks.
Faking the give. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game. You can see here why. You make the defense.
Hey, have a good one, Vontae. You have a good evening. You have a good rest of your work day. Good day at work.
Now they'll set up to throw. Catch made right side by Thomas. He's going to be out of bounds. But
Appreciate you stopping by.
Down, a pickup of 8.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a first down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest
Got baby.
And they're going to move this ball
What we got, baby?
25-yard line.
8:30 p.m. Oh, you going to bed? Oh, okay, 8:30. Hey, Rashada, who that? I seen you up here. Nice to meet you. That, bro.
They'll look to throw again.
Let's go.
Got a man. It's
Ooh, out of bounds. Stops the clock, folks.
About 19 yards on that one. And they're in business.
How about it?
First and goal.
Wayne Heller.
First half, Mike, just how well he threw the ball, and you thought maybe this defense would come up with some answers in the second half to slow him down, but so far that has proven to not be the case.
Oh, okay, heard that. Blood Dragon, you think they still got a chance, bruh?
They'll look to throw yet again.
Oh shit. Yeah, we do, Warrior. Yeah, keep throwing, bitch. We got a chance. Keep fucking throwing. Keep throwing. All right, I'm gonna keep throwing. Rams talking shit. I'm gonna keep throwing.
Back to the air one more time.
Woo! Ooh.
That's to the end zone.
Later, alligator.
You can feel them starting to press a little bit, especially with this passing game. They find themselves so close to the end zone. They got to get it over the goal line. You got to be a little bit more accurate. You got to be a little bit smarter with the ball. And right now, the timing, the spacing, it's just not matching up.
What are we doing?
He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill there. And it'll be 4th and goal coming up.
Doesn't get much better than that. Had he gotten there just
Hey, have a good one. You too, Blood Dragon, bro. Try to get this touchdown in here, man.
Never a doubt on that sideline. The offense stays out. They'll go for it on 4th and goal.
Got it. Let's go.
And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play.
Let's think about that, Blood Dragon.
Quarterback with all of his eligible
Is it over now?
available uses the back out of the backfield that time, Greg, to take it to the end zone.
And when your running back, Mike, is a valid threat in the passing game,
Yo,
man,
Ray, what's up, Ray
so
dog?
many options, and in this case, it was the running back.
Have a
that
good
was
one,
the
Blood
open
Dragon,
target.
bro.
He's able to put the pass on the money. Easy 6 points.
Not going for 2. They'll kick the point after.
I got one more in me.
The kick
I call it myself.
is
Let's
good.
see. Yeah, I got one more in me.
Up their lead. It's now 24-7.
Oh, I don't know. I haven't really been keeping up with it too much. You're a Saints fan? Hey, how you found me, Rashad Collins, if you don't mind me asking?
Down to the final few seconds of this one as the kick is away.
But yeah, he was Saints fan over here. Saints and LSU, bro.
And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put
Saints and
a wrap
LSU all
on
my
this
life.
one. Time has expired
Go the,
in this 4th quarter. So this one, a win for
I think,
the Saints.
what,
And
4
it
and
is
4?
their 3rd consecutive victory. They
Or
continue to
shit.
play
No,
great
4 and 1.
football here in this latest stretch. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson. And
But yeah,
our
how you
terrific
found me,
team
Collins,
behind
if you don't mind me
I'm Mike
asking?
Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us.
I know
on
YouTube,
X
bro.
at
But like how you know what I'm
NFL.
saying?
With that, we say so long, everyone.
You guys see anything? Oh, okay. All right, cool. So I was wondering, so I had a few people that shared me out too as well. The channels that shared me out, shout out to them. Shout out to Beer. Shout out to who else shared me out? Somebody else shared me out. So I was wondering, like if you subscribe to them and they shared me out and you saw, that's how you saw me. Shout out to you, man, for subscribing. Appreciate it. Jerome Ford, 104 yards, 8 touchdowns, bro. That's crazy. That season. Yard leaders. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Oh, yeah, of course, YouTube. Like, man, be Pacific, man. Ooh, 49ers. We're gonna end it off of 49ers. The 49ers. I appreciate you hitting us up, man.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and this one features Jerome Ford. He'll be a focal point of his offense this week. It's the Saints and the 49ers, next on Madden Football. First opened in 1975. Resurrected
Pretty good games without freaking that Kate lady. Hell yeah.
Superdome, the home of the Saints, here in downtown New Orleans. Thanks for having us in, Mike Tirico, along with Greg Olson, partner. This should be
Gonna be the last game. Shout out to everybody hit the subscribe. Shout out to everybody hit the like. This gonna be the last game, baby.
Coaches and teams, they talk
Let's
about
get
the
it. Could do
importance of
stuff.
starting the season strong. And here in this matchup for early in the year, we have our first look at two teams that have started off strong. They're playing winning football. They're starting to really understand what their identity is as a
5-1 New Orleans Saints, 4-1, and we get the ball at half. Hell yeah.
We've seen so far, and it's going to go a long way continuing to unravel who are the teams we're going to be talking about come the end of the regular season.
A return now from the 4. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The 49ers offense set to get to work for the first time. And taking the snaps, quarterback now in his 3rd year in the league.
Every team
Jeff
stresses
Fry.
it all week
Let's see
in
if he
practice,
can
Mike,
fry.
as they're building their scripts and they're delivering their team message. You want to start fast in the NFL. Playing from behind is a nightmare. You can't come out flat and allow the opposing team to strike first. They understand the importance. This opening drive, they feel really good about the plays they have tabled. They really feel good about the week of practice they had.
Shut down McCaffrey. We got it.
Fast, and then see if you can sustain it for 4 quarters. This defense wanted to come out early in this game and take the fight to the offense. And boy, did they ever set the tone on the very first play, keeping that carry to no gain.
And he'll only manage to pick up 3 yards. And that leads to 3rd down. They'll look to throw. Oh, intercepting. What a bad start on the 3rd play. And he's going to give a short field to his offense here as they try to break the top.
So anytime a team suffers an early setback like that interception, human instinct says, Mike, we need to get away from our game plan. We need to adjust. I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of game left, a lot of chances to avenge that play and still connect downfield on some of these passes. All proven, though, Mike, they've got to identify what went wrong, let's correct it so we're able to move forward.
So the Saints ready to go to work on offense for the first time. And taking the snaps, a quarterback now in his 3rd year in the league.
It's not often that you can win by multiple scores in the NFL, so you got to imagine they're coming into this week's game with a lot of confidence. They were able to put together a pretty well-rounded performance in all 3 phases last week. So, again, can they build off that? Can they continue to grow as an entire team? Because offense, defense, and solid contribution from their special teams, they showed last week, and going forward, this is going to be a hard team to beat.
He's going to be taken down at about the 30.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
They'll stick with him again. And he will have the 1st down. Not a huge run, but enough to move the chain. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush. He may have trusted his arm strength a little bit too much on that throw. 2 defenders in the area. Work to your check down. Work to an open receiver. I think in this case, he forces that ball, and ultimately, he's lucky he got away with it. Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out, go up for an offensive rebound, and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot. And here we have a real gutsy call here, Mike, early in this game offensively. I think you're giving up a surefire field goal attempt, but at the same time, you're demonstrating to your players, hey, offense, I have a lot of trust in you, and let's see if they have this same approach as the rest of this game plays on.
And he's taken down, but not until 32-yard line.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, his offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
They run once more with McCaffrey. And he's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
This is a guy who's been doing it at a high level, Mike, for a long time. Not too many running backs finding success in the NFL past the age of 30. That's usually when they kind of ride off into the sunset, but as always, there's the exception to every rule.
Now some movement up front, and we'll hear from our referee for the first time here today. Now this time they'll look to throw. Oh, a loose football. It's picked up by one of his teammates.
Well, fortunately for this quarterback, Mike, thanks to the alert play by one of his teammates, they're going to prevent this from being a turnover. It's just so hard as the quarterback. You're trying to keep your eyes downfield. You're trying to keep the plays alive. You have to feel the rush. You have to understand when that clock's going off. That ball either needs to come out, or it certainly needs to be.
Third and long. Back to throw. And that is incomplete. Ricky Pearsall, the intended receiver. And that'll set up fourth down. Ho-ho! And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Saints offense. And their running back set to go once more. He's been a machine in the red zone here first couple of months of the season. In fact, leading the NFL in rushing touchdowns.
The big guys in the middle of the defense, Mike, the defensive tackles. So often they're asked to do the dirty work. Keep the blockers off the linebackers. Let them run around and make all the plays. But in this case, this guy's able to shed his blocker, make the stop, and keep it to no gain.
Good work after the catch. They gain 19 yards and a first down. They give it, and it's 4. Not much develops there. We'll get this to about the 43. Here's 2nd and 9. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. This one hauled in by Thomas. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
Well, there's not a lot to this route. Man coverage, and you got a drag route. Give him a little something off the line, and go. Win with speed. Good, accurate ball on the front shoulder pad. Allows him to pick up the rest after the catch, and leads to a big gain.
They face 2nd down and 7. They'll run with 4. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a first down. A run left side with 4. And he'll get back maybe to the line of scrimmage, but probably going to be a loss of a yard here. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. He'll drop to throw. Looking middle there, but it's incomplete.
They've been a little up and down in this first half. I mean, they have less than 80 yards of total offense, and halftime looms. So missed throws like that, those are missed opportunities. They've got to hit the plays when they have them.
And he's in! Touchdown, New Orleans.
Go, baby.
That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year.
We're seeing this
Jerry
so
Rice.
much all across the NFL, Mike, is the value placed on a receiver being able to turn into a runner after they're able to secure the catch. And sometimes it's easier said than done. But if you want to survive in this league as a wide receiver, you have to be able to make plays like this after the catch. And great job there by the quarterback being accurate, and great job by the receiver running after he makes the catch.
Seven 0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So we'll take over at the 30-yard line. Here's the San Francisco offense, ready to take possession of the ball once more. They'll be hoping to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 our score as this drive begins with a first down. He'll dodge one would-be tackler and wind up getting A nice gain of 6 on the play. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Slot receiver headed right. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
And he's going to be hit and dropped right away. That's great coverage there. Winds up with nothing on the return. The Saints offense and their wide receiver getting ready to get back to work. And seemingly every time they've looked his way in the first half, it's resulted in a big play that is borne out by those eye-popping numbers. Short pass taken in by the tight end. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. That's taken in by Thomas. 6 catches for him in the ball game now. And this one's good for a first down. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Right back to Thomas. He's got it again. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off.
2nd and 7. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. They'll throw out of the gun. He's got his man. Thomas.
And those numbers tell a lot of the story of this first half, don't they, Mike? I mean, it's easy to see why he was a central piece in this game plan, and he makes another grab there to add to this growing stat line.
One final throw before the break. He's got it at the 7, and he's going to be out of bounds.
Yo, what up, Gamer Kid?
We have reached the end of the first half.
Oh,
All right, Michael,
I didn't realize the time either.
For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window.
Appreciate the like.
Caught up on, so let's get to it. We'll get started up at Cleveland Brown Stadium in Cleveland. And that one,
Yeah, change your profile pic, bro.
Jesse James, 2 touchdown catches on the afternoon. From there, we head down to sunny Miami to check on the Dolphins at home at Hard Rock Stadium. And they trail the visiting L.A. Rams as that one's gone to the intermission. Dak Prescott has thrown a touchdown pass. Lastly, let's get you to MetLife Stadium to see what's happening with the Giants at home in East Rutherford.
College
As you
football
can
in a
see the
couple
score
of
there
weeks.
in the second quarter. The Giants locked in a tight one, but this is a game you feel they've got to have. Both these teams running through their final adjustments. It's time for the second half. And for the call, let's get it back out to Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Just that one touchdown on the board. 7-0 the score as the third quarter begins. Carter on the return. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. This offense and their running back heading back on the field. And he has been a tough guy to contain all season long, as reflected in those numbers that you see there. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. The third quarter begins with a run. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. The next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll run once more with 4. And he'll get maybe a yard. That's it. Dre Greenlaw in on the tackle. Here's a 2nd and 9. From out of the gun, he'll throw. That's caught over the middle by Thomas. He's going to be taken down at about the 30.
As we saw in the first half, Mike, the defense was really unable to do anything to slow him down. He put up some really big numbers there in the first 2 quarters. Now here in the second half, just doesn't look like they've made many adjustments in the attempt to slow him down.
And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down. A run straight ahead, that's Ford, and he'll work his way for about 4 yards. And that's good enough for a 1st down. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. There's that man again, another catch.
It's easy to make your quarterback look good when you can just get open as easily as he has in this game so far. I mean, he had the big first half, remember, but here in the second half, he just continues to add to these numbers here in the third quarter.
Now give on the ground, and the Saints are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. 5 yards from the house. They've got it 1st and goal. Throwing now from the gun. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Now a give up the middle. And he'll get 3 yards here, down to the 2-yard line.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up 3rd down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call it.
And he gets to the outside and takes it in. Jerome Ford. Touchdown, Saints.
You can just see the comfort, Mike, that this offense continues to play with. The early momentum in the first half has carried here after the break, and you can see this group just slowly starting to pull away.
And I'm thinking, Greg, about the guys on the other side. You're waiting at halftime, that other offense waiting to get back on the field. What happens? They come right out, extend the lead, and now the task gets a lot tougher for this second half. The extra point is good. And the Saints move out on top, 14-0. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. The Niners offense ready for their first possession of this second half. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0. The score as the offense tries to regroup and get going with 1st and 10. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. he's going to keep it himself. And he'll get this forward for positive yardage as he covers up in the end. 3rd and 5. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. Running left, it's McCaffrey. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Finding yourself down here, multiple scores in the second half. The defense is going to give you some friendly run looks. So don't be afraid to mix it in there. But if you're going to find yourself coming back from this deficit, you're going to have to do it primarily through the air with just a little bit of mix of the run.
That's caught. Christian McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. So we are through 3. Back with more.
Into the 4th quarter, 14-0.
Tuned in to the
Saints over the
NFL
49ers.
on EA Sports. Now they'll set up to throw. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him, and instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have.
He'll find his tight end, Kittle, on the right side. And that'll go for a gain of 7, and it's going to set up 3rd down. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
The risk pays off to the tune of 16 yards. They'll look to throw yet again. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. And they're going to get him a 2nd time. He goes down again. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. Now,
Got him all the way out of field goal range, and he got hurt.
As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. Working out of the gun, it's Minshew. This is caught. He's got a long way to go. And that's not going to work. The defense comes up with a 4th down, 4th quarter stand, and forces a turnover on downs. The drive starts with a carry by 4. Not much happening there, just a short gain. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. There's a throw right side. It's going to be incomplete. You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's third down. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
That's going to be caught. And he's going to have a Saints first down. Well-designed play to pick up 16 and move the chains. A handoff, running left is Spears. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9. Second and a yard. On the handoff, 4. And a nice run. He's got a first down tackle made right at the 35-yard line. A run with Spears. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down. Here's Ford heading left. A pickup there of 13. It's good for a Saints first down. They'll drop to throw. Quick throw, taken in. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. Hook him up on a second down and 8. They'll look to throw. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And this drive's going to continue. He's taken down, but they are set up with first and goal. They'll run here. It's Ford. He'll get a yard or 2 to the 8. Second and goal. Second and goal. Again, it'll be Ford. And he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away for a loss of yardage. One final chance for this defense. And here's third down.
The idea here on second down is in the event you're unable to score, at least put yourself in a third and manageable goal-to-go situation. But now after taking a loss, it really changes their approach here. And I think on third and goal now, they got to put this ball in the air.
And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
No problem there on the extra point. The Saints will stake themselves to a 21-0 lead. Just 1 second, all that remains in the football game as the kick is away. He fields it at the 8. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has
Shout out the
expired
49ers,
in
folks.
this fourth quarter. So this one, a win for the Saints. And that's now 4 victories in a row as they continue to play as well as anyone in the NFL. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Saints are winners. As we say, so long from New Orleans.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is it once again. All right, folks, that is it, folks, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. There's 6-1 Saints, Carolina Panthers. Three Carolina Panthers. Monday night game. But yeah, that's all I have for y'all, man. Make sure y'all hit that like on the way in and out. Hit that subscribe. We'll be back. Same word time. Same word channel. Coffee word signing off. Peace.